At every point in time, everywhere, living in certain realities, or within certain realities, will demand certain strategies. Where Abraham was living here was dominated by kings who fight. Somebody there? So if Abraham is going to survive in this environment, he must have his own army too. Oh, you are not getting me? Look at Lagos. What is the dominant factor of Lagos? In Lagos, you don't have mouth politically if you are not rich economically. Imagine you are building and you don't have to buy cement again because you are the one producing your own cement. Or you don't have to buy blocks again. You are the one producing your own blocks. Or you don't have to buy aluminum frame. Everything used in the house, even kitchen cabinet, because you are the one producing your own kitchen cabinet. That's what is called backward integration. So on the faith lane, there's backward integration. So that means while Abraham was waiting for Isaac, these were the things he was doing behind the scene. He was building businesses and he was building a private army. The way to survive in Lagos is to have private equity. So Abraham understood. Look at how the Bible puts it. In the days of Amraphel, in the days of this one, these are kings. In fact, one is even called Tidal, King of Nations. And look at what happened, the next verse. Because if we don't pay attention to what is going on in our environment, we will not know what kind of private equity we need to build to stay strategically relevant. What happened? They made war. So all around Abraham, what was going on? Warfare. It's just a question of time, Abraham. It will get to you. Did it get to Abraham eventually? Yes. So before it got to Abraham, what did Abraham do? Abraham, from the investment in livestock, in silver and in gold, because he understood that the purpose of that gold was not to build houses. He took his resources and started training men until he had 318. Look, folks, do you think it's small money to train 318 people military-wise? Ask the Nigerian army. So what's the implication of that? Abraham, as the father of faith himself, at first, must have firstly gotten that training. Because we were not told Abraham was a soldier. So that means at times to be socially responsible is to change jobs, is to learn another trade. Not necessarily what you studied in the university, is to get into something strategically, because you now understand this is the environment in which we operate. Look around in warfare. Warfare. Look around us today, politics. Look, as we are seated here, some of us can start building alliances to become the governor of Lagos State in the next 8 years. Just like Abraham would have said, these kings, after all, I'm not a king. And how many of us know that would make sense? After some good, sensible explanation, after all, I'm not a king. All these kings are fighting. But Abraham said, look at Abraham. If the purpose is to rescue Lot, that means if your purpose is to save Lagos, to change society, you will raise an army.